Hello everyone, welcome back to another Final Girl playthrough. In this video, I have the Evomorph on the USS Konrad as Jenette. As I said in my last video, I am re-recording all of these classic feature film setups, like Hans at Camp Happy Trails with Lori, Evomorph at Konrad with Jenette. I am trying to do a video just with whatever comes in each feature film, and then I'll go back to mixing and matching stuff. So here we have the junction danger setup. In the armory, we have the motion tracker. In the mess hall, we have remote access, and in storage, we have mysterious pills. And our starting event is going to be good cooking. Whenever you end the action phase in the mess hall, recover 1 health. I will probably forget about that. Okay, let's get started. So I could use my key card, open this shaft, and then try to like save 3 people all at once. But I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to search the armory and probably the storage while I'm here, and then worry about saving everyone later. So as usual, we're going to discard short rest and weak attack, gain 2 time, and then I'm going to pass the turn, and we're going to spend 4 time on 2 search cards, 2 time on close calls, and I'm trying to think if I want to sprint or if I want to use the signature action that I'm including this time, which is double up. Pay the time cost of an action card you just resolved to return it to your hand. I could use this as like a 3rd search if I really need to. Also, I apologize. My noise suppression isn't necessarily working as well as I would hope, so you probably hear birds and cars outside. But that's okay. Walk, focus. I'll take a sprint. Okay, back to 6. The Evomorph is going to move and attack the nearest victim. There are an equal number of victims all over the place, so let's have them go toward the bridge. And then we draw a tarot card. Game over, man. Game over. So increase horror by 1, and then move and attack the nearest victim. So move, attack, increase bloodlust, evolve to a youngling, and then vanish from the board. Okay, back to me. We're going to begin by searching. I do plan on getting an actual dice tray at some point, but this is what this is what works for now. So, got a success. Spend 1 time to grab the motion tracker. Roll an additional die when resolving a scan card. Whenever an enemy enters your space, you may discard the motion tracker to immediately move to adjacent space. Any remaining enemy movement is lost. So, put that in my hand, and then we will use another search. Getting double partial. You know what? I think I'm going to get rid of 2 focuses. A walk and a close call. Spend 1 time and look at the top 2 cards. We have the Vibro Claw. 0 range, 1 damage to all attacks, one-handed. Whenever you successfully reduce damage from an attack with a reaction card, deal an additional damage. And remote monitor. Once per action phase, you may look at the top card of the terror or ambush deck, leave it, or place it at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to take the Vibro Claw here, so I can put that in my other hand, and then I'm going to put the remote monitor on the bottom of this item deck. Okay. So I have a walk, sprint, and close call. I think I'm just going to call it there with 4 time to spend. And I'm going to grab sprint and... I'll grab double up. Maybe I can just start schmoovin' with a bunch of sprints and walks. Okay. Put all this back. Okay. We will draw an ambush card. And knowing my luck, this will probably be an immediate ambush. 8, move the Bloodlust marker up on the track to the next space with Evolve in the special effect column. You know, I'm genuinely considering stacking at least 1 non-ambush card at the start of the deck in a game, because I have the Evomorph evolve basically every single time. That's why I don't even bother getting scan cards, because by the time I get the scan card, it'll just ambush, and then now I have a useless scan card in my hand. So, evolving to an adult, healing, we're gaining a max of 10 HP. Increasing the horror level and revealing the dark power. Razor Claws. When revealed, place the Evomorph in the closest space to you without an X. Whenever the Evomorph damages you, randomly discard an action card. So, Evomorph's going to appear in my space. And that'll be that. So, back to me. What am I going to do? Well, I think I'm going to try to get some saves in and then smack them with a weak attack, maybe. Or start smacking them next turn. We'll start with a sprint, see what happens. 1 success, lose 1 time. 1, 2. And then I'm going to sprint again. And we're going to get a success, and it'll be that easy. That's okay. All right, sure. That's double. 1, 2, 3 for another time, saving 3 victims. I will... Oh, actually, I'll move into storage. I will take the top item card of... This is storage. I will take the Mysterious Pills in storage. I will take a search card. And I will reduce the horror level by 1. And then I'll go ahead and just discard the Mysterious Pills immediately as well, which will reduce the horror level again. And then I'm going to go ahead and play that search I just got. And hopefully just roll another double, because I'm good at the game. As a success and a miss, you know, I'm going to use this other close call I have to reroll this miss. Okay, well, too greedy, lose 1 time. Let's look at this item card. It is a key card. Cool. So place that key card here. Okay. And then I will discard short rest to gain 1 time, pass the turn, get my free cards back, and then I'm going to spend 4 time on a Furious Strike. Okay. So Evomorph's going to move 2 spaces toward the nearest victim and draw a tarot card. Toying with the Prey. Going to move twice toward me. So they will make it into my space, and then if the Evomorph is used in the next action phase, roll 1 fewer dice for all horror rolls to a minimum of 1. And then they vanish. Okay, so back to me. Oh boy. So I only get to roll 1 die now. Okay. I had some storage problems. Should be fixed now, hopefully, and it won't stop the recording in the middle of me playing. I'm still on the same turn. All I did was I discarded a walk and a focus to gain 2 time. So it put me at 8 time. And then I spent 4 time on a retaliate, 2 time on close calls, and 2 time on a search. And then that's all for that turn. So I was reduced to only 1 die that turn, but I didn't roll any dice. I just discarded cards, gained time, and bought new cards. So back to the Evomorph. We're going to get an Adult Ambush card. Increase horror by 1 and lose 2 time. Honestly, kind of surprised that they didn't just ambush me immediately. Okay. So I'm going to search. Getting a miss and a partial. I'll discard short rest and focus. Lose 1 time. Take the top card of the item deck. Personal Beacon. Once per action phase, you may trigger the following killer action. Move toward the final girl. Interesting. With that, I'm going to go ahead and walk. Getting another miss and a partial. I'm just going to let it happen. I'm going to lose 1 health, lose 2 time, move into the furnace, and then I'm going to use my 2 key cards to activate the incinerator. Because the incinerator just says, whenever an enemy or victim enters the furnace, roll a die and do the following. On a 1, it deals 3 damage. On a 2 or a 3, it deals 2 damage. On a 4 or 5, it does 1 damage. And on a 6, it does nothing. But by putting myself in the furnace, when I get ambushed by the Evomorph, it doesn't count as moving into my space, but it does count as entering my space. So Evomorph will enter my space, trigger the incinerator to potentially do damage to it, and then after that, it'll try to potentially run away and attack a victim, and then I can have it move back to me to trigger the furnace again, and I can just have it like move back and forth and just take a bunch of damage potentially. Potentially. It might not work out that way, but we'll see. So I have 1 time left. I will discard double up for 2 time. Grab my free cards, and then I will grab a guard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I will put all this stuff back in the tableau. And now we will draw another ambush card. It's a 5. Place the Evomorph to the closest space to you without an X and remove all X's. So Evomorph will just appear in my space. And now it's entered the furnace, so the incinerator will activate. We're actually looking for a low number here. We want to miss. That is a 2. That does 2 damage. So 2 damage to the Evomorph just like that. Then I will weak attack, getting a success and a partial. I don't think I actually care to not take damage, so I'll just take the 1 damage, deal 2 damage with weak attack because of my Vibro Claw. So it's another 2 damage. Then I will Furious Strike, getting a miss and a partial. I'm going to close call the miss, hopefully rolling into something better. It's another miss. I'm going to try to close call again. And that's a success. That's what I wanted. Okay, so we have a success and a convert. I will discard a walk and a focus. So that will deal 3 damage and reduce the horror level by 1. So 3 more damage and reduce the horror level. And then I'm going to pass the turn, grab these cards. I will grab a critical blow as well. I don't know if I actually need it, to be honest, because a double success on a retaliate wins the game. But that's okay. So put this stuff back. Your strike, weak attack. Okay. Now, Evomorph is going to move and attack the nearest victim. So we're going to move twice this way. Draw a terror card. Shadow Blitz. It vanishes and immediately draw the next ambush card. So vanish again. Another adult ambush. A 6. Place the Evomorph in the space closest to you and then increase horror by 1. So they come straight back, increasing horror and triggering the incinerator again. We'll roll the die. We're looking for a miss. It's a 4. That is 1 damage. Okay. So back to me. I mean, I'm just going to critical blow and try to win the game here. It's a double miss, and I don't have any close calls, but that's actually totally fine because critical blow, even on a miss, will still deal 2 damage. I'll just take 2 damage and increase the horror by 1. So the Evomorph is going to die. I'm going to take 2 damage. Horror is going to go up by 1, and then we will check to see if the Evomorph lives. Nope, Evomorph is dead. So very simple game. I think this is the first time I've actually used the incinerator to great effect like this. But yeah, it was simple as that. Just turn on the incinerator, get the Vibro Claw, and then just kind of let it jump in and out of the incinerator over and over again. All right. Well, that was a much quicker game than I expected, but thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you when I face off against the organism at station 2891. I don't know if I'm going to play as Kate or Yuki yet. I think I'm going to do Yuki just because I think Yuki is better without her ultimate, and it's really hard to get your ultimate at station 2891. So thank you for watching.